What's up everyone, it's Dr. Peter, aka the Braces Doc. Today we're doing a little Braces 101 where we show you how to do turns on your maxillary expander. So for this video, let's assume that you already have your expander in the mouth. We're going to go over how to do some turns on your expander. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the key that you get with your expander. Now the metal bar is actually the part that goes into your expander to help you do your turns. You'll notice that there's a little kink in that metal bar. This little kink acts as a stopper to prevent your key from sliding all the way into your palate. The next portion of the key I want to go over is that it comes on this little swivel. So the swivel is useful in the sense that you'll be able to do your turns by merely pushing back into the back of the mouth, as opposed to rotating a key all the way towards the back of the mouth, which is impossible with the anatomic constrictions of a lower jaw. So let's talk about the expander itself. At this point, we're going to assume that expander is already glued into your mouth using your permanent molars or sometimes even your baby teeth. You'll notice that most expanders have an arrow that you can see. That arrow indicates the direction you need to do your turns. So if we're assuming the patient is front facing like this, you have the patient open and you should be able to see that arrow pointing to the back of the mouth. What you're going to look for in the beginning is there should be a hole in the front portion of this expander. So you'll notice that these two halves here are not really what you're going to be using. There should be this little circle in the middle with holes that you're going to use to turn the expander. So we're going to look for the front facing hole here, and I'm going to drop the key inside that hole. And again, that metal stopper, that little kink in the metal bar is going to be our stopper to prevent us from over inserting the key. Once we have it inserted, the motion that you want to do is just a push back, pushing your key all the way towards the back of the mouth. So you don't have to rotate it, you don't have to twist it. That swivel on the key is going to help you push it straight to the back of the mouth. So I already did my first turn here. You notice my key is going to end up in the back of the mouth here. What's important you do at this point is to remove the key from the back of the mouth. And what you're going to look for a complete full turn is that you actually should have the hole that you exited over here in the back of the mouth, and the new hole for the next day should appear in the front here. So if you can see the hole up front, you know you've done a complete turn. One of the common problems we see with an expander is the key is turned all the way to the back and then turned forward again and then removed out the front. So you almost do your turn and then reverse your turn before removing it. So we want to avoid that. We want to make sure the key exits the back of the mouth. Another common problem we see is when you go to do your turn the next day, you can't actually find a hole in the front. And the reason for this is if you don't complete your turn from the previous day, you'll only notice one hole somewhere in the middle. You won't notice a hole in the back where you exit and a hole up front. You'll only notice a hole in the middle. So if you see this, you need to complete your turn. So we're going to stick this key in the middle and drive it all the way back, and we're going to make sure we exit the back with the expander, and the next hole should be visible for your turn the next day. So let's go ahead and do the turn on the next day. So you're almost doing 1.5 turns just to complete the turn from the previous day if you can't find the hole in the front of the mouth here. So that's pretty much how you do your turns on your expander. If you have questions on how many turns you're supposed to do, please contact your orthodontist, get a better idea. Each patient is a little bit different. If you have any questions or concerns regarding your expander, maybe I can help you out, please comment below. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, see you at the next video.